Hi everyone, welcome back to LezzYapp. This is Sesh01. We're going to be talking about lesbian loneliness and friendship.
And we are your hosts, Talele and
Pimpam. Hi.
with a very special guest,
It's the
KITTI.
specialist of guests, KITTI.
Yes, introduce yourself.
Hi! So, I'm just a butch living in the hellscape of America in my late 20s. And outside of work and school in my spare time, I just like connecting with lesbian friends, a big priority in life, and worshipping cats.
A period.
That is the basis of her whole personality.
A big one.
Yeah. Why do you think we call her KITTI?
Literally.
Just
No,
kidding.
that's her real name.
That
That's
is her
her-
real name.
That's her
Okay.
legal name. Mm-hmm.
She will evolve to cat eventually, but for now,
Hey!
On her last life.
Hey! We don't talk about that.
We talk about that. Okay, cool.
Okay.
And yeah, so what else can we say about KITTI? She's like
She's
the
amazing.
best. She's amazing.
Right?
She's the sweetest. And yeah, she's
So cute.
kind of like
Super
a
cute.
sister.
Any
to us.
butchers?
And cute.
Any butchers who want to pick her up, like, I'm just saying, you could literally chat her up. Any butch for butchers? Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, she's butch for butch. We have to say that. Very important. Your
Yeah,
representation.
Yeah, wow, we're so diverse here.
Yeah, literally. Okay,
okay.
cool. Enough about
Yeah.
KITTI. Now,
Wow.
Mike, let's.
Okay, let's go
On to
into
the
the
topic.
session.
Yes.
Yes. So today we're going to be talking about lesbian loneliness and our experiences with it for now. Okay, so shall I start? Okay, so basically lesbian loneliness is the loneliness that lesbians feel, and it can range from anything to like not having any friends who are lesbians, and also just living in this heteronormative world and realizing how much hets there are.
Yeah.
Like,
How many of them?
you
Yeah,
don't know
fuck.
until like you are obviously a homosexual. Like, they're everywhere. They need to stop as well. They're too fucking loud. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, and also like finding if it's harder to find community as a lesbian because there's so many fake bians and women calling themselves when they're not. Which
Y'all
just
know who you are.
it's, it's so much more harder because you see the communities out there, but it's not even for us.
Yeah.
So it's like we're just being like gay baited, basically.
Yeah, it's like there's nowhere to go, and our existence is just not something that people can process or even begin to understand. It's like we don't exist, and that's it. Period. End of. Like literally, even the so-called LGBTQ plus whatever the fuck community, quote unquote, doesn't recognize us. Like we don't exist to them. They just added the L letter in there, and that's it.
I can't fathom in like their brains that
Yeah.
there are women who love women who've never been with men, never experienced intimacy with men, never desired that.
Exactly.
Like, because when they talk about us, they're not talking about us. They're talking
No.
about bi-het women, and they think that's our experience when it's not. Also, when we are talking about our experiences, I tend to see a lot of bi-het women like to jump in and claim that it's the same, or like to think that when we talk about something that's unique to us, they have to somewhat be involved in it, or it has to somehow
And
pertain to
chime in,
them. When it's
yeah.
like, it's not about you, and also
It's
you just
not
need
about
to
you.
listen. You need to listen sometimes. They
I don't
find
think
it so
they can.
difficult to just listen. No, they can't.
I don't even
They're too
want them
busy.
to listen. Like, just keep going like we don't exist. Go your way and don't look at us. Like, bye. Bye,
mention us-
bye. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Especially when they like mention us in conversations. Why are we there? We did nothing. Like they either we've had this conversation before, but they either use us for or like a point to talk about not being with men or whatever, or like they're basically they compare us to men. So whatever men do and whatever we don't do, like for example, we don't perv on women the way men do. So it's like, but if
We wish we
lesbians can
did.
do it,
They literally do. They project it on us. Like, they do it to us, and then they wish that actually we were the perverts that they want us to be.
right? So they have a reason to hate us and like actual valid reason. But they do it regardless. I mean,
But
hey,
they do it. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, you know what I mean. Well, it's like, if it's like, oh, well, if lesbians don't do it, well, I don't see why men can't do it. And all they use are like strength, or like our, was not being with men as like a talking point for them. And, the 4B movement or whatever. There's a lot of polylesers in the...
KITTI,
So yeah.
say something.
Yes. I mean, like, well, you can even go to events that are advertised for us, and you go there, and it's not like our experience of going to like a gay bar, and it's like there's just a bunch of het men in there screaming at the hockey game on the TV.
Very specific. Okay.
Very personal. I feel like you've maybe been in that position before.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Wait, is that what actually happened?
Yes, it happened. And I mean, to be fair, it is Canada, so people will scream about their hockey. But come on now. It's male hockey. It's not even interesting. Like, women hockey is way better. Yeah, period. I said it.
No, you're right. And you should say male hockey isn't even a thing.
It's not a thing. Like, oops,
yeah.
Sorry.
Also, what you were saying about the bars, like, bars are like targeted towards us, say quotation marks. It's weird because then there's this whole argument about straight women being allowed, and then everyone's like, yeah, why not? What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking about? No, it's not like an all women's bar. Like, what aren't you understanding? That is so weird, because some of them would be like, they should be allowed, why aren't they allowed? And it's like, are you not hearing the name of the bar? It's literally a lesbian bar.
Right.
I guess they understand their patronage. Yeah, go on, KITTI.
Oh, and they'll make it out like, oh, it's the same as us being discriminated when they discriminate against us. It means we can't go anywhere in this world, and it defeats the point of the space that we don't have anywhere else to meet each other except the little spaces we make, and they make these false comparisons.
Exactly. And there's so little of us anyways. It's like, why are you intruding on a place that never wasn't meant for you? I feel like this is just a thing about like all people, but especially when there's groups that you won't belong to anyways, they want to shove themselves in because they want that to be a space for them. And that's why it's like the community, the LGBTQ, whatever the community, it's like there's no what's the word? There's no definition for anything.
Yeah.
Basically, everything's fluid. Everything has to be inclusive.
Everything's everything.
If you're exclusive, yeah, basically. Unless you're just called bigoted.
Like, so much inclusion that you exclude who it's supposed to be about, actually.
Yes,
right.
Definitely.
I don't get it.
Yep. But let's talk specifically now about our experiences with it. And, yeah, so like when you were younger or even now. But, yeah, shall I start?
KITTI, do you want to go? You're the guest. Special guest.
I mean, like, one of my experiences was like going on like lesbian land, and like you feel isolated there when they start talking about their past experiences or outright bragging about being with men. And it's just like, as soon as you find any space, or like just being in a woman-centric space, is still not the same because you have a different experience, and that you can only share that with other lesbians.
Yeah, definitely. Also, I feel like what you said about the bragging part, you know when they talk about their experiences with men, and it's kind of like, well, because they were with men, they're more oppressed than actual lesbians who were never with men. So basically, it's a privilege for us to have not been with men at the beginning, when they don't realize that it comes with its own set of struggles and what? Yeah. So
they're coping.
It's a unique experience, and we're not allowed to talk about it because it affects them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely does. And also, you were on the land, women's land, and there was a lot of polylesbians, weren't there?
It was tons and tons of political lesbians, and it's like, I don't even know which ones are real, but it's hard because it's so censored, because the ones that may have been truly lesbians don't want to lose these connections. So they're willing to sacrifice this and be silent. But it's no different than the alphabet soup community where it's like, yeah, you might want to go to these fun nights. Yeah, maybe you can dress how you want and not get the weird looks from the hets and that. But it's still not the same.
It's not, because it's still not a space for you.
Yeah.
And it's not that even... Go ahead.
And go ahead.
Nothing to say.
I was just gonna say, like, and even in that space where you think, okay, at least it's all women, I can finally be myself. No, you can't, because you're still a fucking witch or whatever they want to see you as, and you're not allowed to talk about your experience. It's just more another layer of alienation and isolation yet again.
Yeah, they ostracize you for your lived experiences.
Mm.
Everything's really based around identity politics and what you identify as.
Yeah.
So even if like your lived experiences does not even relate to like being a lesbian, for example, if you've been with a man, you're not a lesbian. But because it's like, no, well, you have to respect my identity. Like, guys.
Oh, that pertains
you have real
to
problems. Yeah. Well,
I had when I was younger, and I was just like starting to realize I was a lesbian, because it took me a while, because I was so repressed and traumatized and autistic, fucked up. Like, it took me a while to like really accept it. Like, like but like you don't know, like, you don't quite, you know. So like, but when I first started realizing, I was like, I wasn't into the gold star thing yet, like the understanding, but to me, in my head, I felt like I was the only one in the entire world that was a lesbian. Like, straight up. I thought I was the only one, like a fucking alien or some shit, and somehow landed on the wrong planet or whatever. And then when I met other girls who were interested in me, it didn't quite register in my mind, but like subconsciously I know what they wanted, and just to use me, right? And so I was like, but I knew instinctively that they were different from me, because they're attracted to men too, and I just knew it. Like, it feels off, like it feels different. And then you start to wonder, well, if I'm the only one, well, it's not a thing, like, for women to not sleep with men. Like, it's not a thing, like, unless maybe like nuns or something, and even then. So then you come to gaslight yourself when they come to see you, and they're like, yeah, I had like 10-12 boyfriends in high school, but yeah, I think I'm gay now. So what are you supposed to do? Like, okay, I'm not the authority on the lesbian experience. Maybe she is gay and she just realized it. I don't know. But no, you're gaslighting yourself. You do know. Yeah, I just want to say that.
There's so much steps to take to land into bed with a man.
To land. No, literally. Wait, no, you're bold of you to assume it's a bed. These trashy degenerates do it fucking anywhere. The fucking public toilet.
In a car.
In the car. A child's playground.
So
like,
but yeah, basically. I'm taking all your clothes off, like, whoa.
It's still many steps. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's like, it doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. There has to be some level of attraction there. And I don't believe for us it's like you can be neutral and also be a lesbian. You have to be like repulsed.
Nah. You have to be repulsed.
Okay, that's me, and that's what I believe. So
I'm working to be more neutral, but it's impossible, actually. Like,
what do you mean,
repulsive.
like neutral
like to be more neutral to like the male form, so as to not like, wait, let me finish. Like, just to be like, okay, it's okay that I'm not attracted to it. There's people who are, and that's fine. I can't see why, but that's okay, and it's all fine. But no, I have a repulsion to it, and I can't help it. It is what it is. Like, that's it. That's like, fair. If a gay guy comes and like he's attracted to men, like, yeah, okay, get it, but like, get it away from me.
Accept it.
No.
We kind of sound I thought like this as well. Like, nothing against them being gay. It's because they're men, and I'm just repulsed by men.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like, it doesn't mean I hate
support
gay men.
I only support men being into men anyways.
Exactly.
I don't support women being into men.
No.
What are you on about?
What are you on about?
Anyways, wait, let me mention some experiences of mine. When you were saying the whole thing about it just felt off with like bi women because you knew they were attracted to men.
Yeah.
I felt like that as well back in high school. When I came out, I had a few friends that also did. And I thought that I would be able to relate to them. Oh my god, you know what? When you said you just sounded like my alarm, and I just felt like panic.
What?
Okay, I just said,
Why is your alarm a mumble?
It is like a buzzing sound, and then it starts making the noise. And the buzzing, that doesn't mind if you're my alarm.
Oh my
So
god!
panic there.
I'm so sorry. It's my mic.
Yeah, it's fine. I hate that alarm sound. Oh my god. Anyways, so yeah, what was I? Stop! I'm gonna kill you. Okay, what happened? What was I talking about?
Your by headphones when
Oh,
you
yeah, my
came out.
friends. Yeah, so then they came out. Okay, I gotta mention this. When my friend came out of the by hair, she put on the song Sweater Weather.
What song?
And she said it. Sweater Weather by The Neighborhood.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, basically, it's seen as, I just forgot you're millennial, but it's basically
Hey, I
seen
know
as-
it.
Oh yeah, I know, but it's seen as like a bi anthem, and that's why she put it on.
Wow.
That is so funny.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
That was so funny. Okay, that's like a memory ingrained into my brain. I thought that was so hilarious. Anyway, so that happened, and I thought I'd be able to relate to them. They never actually once really expressed their attraction towards women, like in a relationship sense. Like I would settle down with one, you know, because it was either just like passing attraction, like, oh, that woman's hot, you know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
like, but there was never anything about specific talk about like settling down with a woman. And then not only that, but when they did express attraction, like, oh, that woman's hot, every time in my head, all I thought was like, you're so fake. You're so fake. You're just
so
saying
fake.
that. You're saying that because I'm here and I'm an actual lesbian.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm actually one, and you're just saying that to. Not like it's a competition because it's not, but like that would just be the first thought that came into my head. Like, you're just lying. You're just saying that because you want to seem like you're better than me, or
Yeah.
you're actually better
I
at
get
being
it.
attracted to women than me. And it's like, no, you're not, idiot. Okay, that sounds like really like stupid. But then again, I was only like 15 or 16. Leave me alone.
No, but that's something else that they do is but this is a separate topic. We can talk about it another time. But how they always seem to somehow always be attracted to just any fucking woman. It's like they have zero standards. Like they really don't. Like, they just want to fuck. That's all. Like that's what they are to me. They're like fucking animals who just want to jump anyone. That's how it feels. Like that's the energy. I'm psyched.
They're more
That's the energy I
similar
get
to.
to
They're
men.
more similar to men than we are to men.
Of course, definitely.
Yeah.
I've always felt that when I was like born. Like I just knew it. Anyways,
Since I was born.
yeah,
Like 4-year-old pumpy waddling around. Yeah.
yeah,
knows?
yeah. I knew. Y'all fake. Y'all fake.
Yeah.
Gross.
That's true.
They're creepy.
Okay.
I don't know.
They
I mean,
are. No, you're right. And you should say it.
we need to
But
talk
let's
about it
see.
more.
Apart from that, funny enough, also in high school I had 4 bi headphones.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
That-
actually quite a bit. Yeah, innit?
Wait. That's we're not done with the loneliness part.
Oh yeah. I'm talking about my experiences.
Wait, hold that thought. Oh, okay. Sorry, because I thought you were going to the friendship. Okay. I'm sorry.
No. Wait. It does link in with that. So
Oh.
you know what? I'll save it for the next slide, actually.
Okay. Kitty, I feel
but
like
yeah.
you... Oh yeah, go on.
But yeah, that's my thoughts on other stuff like community. I like switch between different groups like TRAs and then radfems as well. For me, when like TRAs because they were like the most vocal.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be accepting. 2 radfems. You know that one radfem on YouTube, Magdalena?
Yeah, her.
Yes, and she died unfortunately. But like, I remember I used to see her video pop up on YouTube, and I used to be like physically like scared of pressing on it because I was like, I know she's gonna change my mind, but I don't want to be mean.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember thinking that. But then, anyways, when I did change my mind, I did end up watching her videos, and I did agree with her with a lot of things. So yeah, R.I.P.
I didn't like her.
Magdalena.
Not to
she was
speak
good.
ill of the dead, but no, she was annoying. But
Why?
that's another topic.
Yeah, because I want to know what the fuck. I've never heard you
No,
say
like
this.
she was based, but I
Yeah.
just didn't like her. Like
Did you feel like she focused too much on issues that we should be past?
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But
I know
other
what you
stuff
mean.
too.
If-
Like it was too
Okay.
intellectual instead of actually leaving the experience and observing reality as is. It was too much like most people. They're too inside their minds, And then the mind is prone to being delusional, so you start creating a whole paradigm that's just in your head. But anyways, we'll talk about it another time.
No, I get where you're coming from. For me, it was good. Them videos were good for me at the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
And then I eventually moved on. But yeah, then I went to rad fem spaces, and I used to consider myself a radical feminist, even though I never actually read any of the literature. I was never an activist in any way.
As you shouldn't.
And I'm like just a 15-year-old girl, 16-year-old girl at this time. I'm like, yeah, like agreeing with the points is enough to call myself one.
Yeah.
Anyways, no, that's not. So I didn't actually know about like the whole polylesbian business and how that was so inherent to the ideology until way later. Because I saw some gold stars and I thought gold stars were really mean at the beginning, even though I thought they were right. I thought they were right, don't get me wrong. But I just never wanted to be really mean.
Yeah,
you know?
I get it.
You have I would have a tendency to, it just turns us. But yeah, I'd never wanted to be like that. But now I am. But like, you know, I was super angry when I was younger as well. I just couldn't control how frustrated I felt with the world. I definitely feel like, I'll mention this more later, but making friends, lesbian friends, definitely has helped me like calm down with that. I'm not as angry as I used to be, because I just know that other people are there for me as well and get it.
Hey!
Okay! Should we move on to the next section? Unless someone else
KITTI didn't say anything.
She did. She spoke at the beginning. She started it with experiences.
Yeah, but like when I want to hear about her experiences when she was young, like growing up as, you know, being a tomboy myself and her too.
Oh yes,
how lonely
KITTI
it is.
And Pumpy. This is like an open question, but wait, KITTI, were you like tomboyish when you were younger? Could people look at you and like tell?
Yeah, I used to get bullied by like other kids' parents and that. Like they would, like I was always a good, very shy, quiet kid in school, so there was no reason to hate me. And some mothers, it's always just the mothers, would start giving me a hard time. And like my mannerisms were always under critique. I would get shamed by like, because we used to get clothing vouchers in order to actually afford any clothes at thrift stores, and they would start questioning and giving you dirty looks to employees when they see you are just bringing up basic like boy shorts or that, because the girls were so short and revealing.
Yep, that's true.
And it's a comfort thing, and they'd be questioning like, is this actually for you? You're gonna wear this? Like,
that's sick.
Yeah.
Right?
What else?
Oh, that's disgusting. Pumpy, how did you feel like growing up as a tomboy?
Oh man. Yes. Oh yeah.
Wait. This actually links to our other slides.
Yes.
So just be general about it.
Yeah.
And then we can talk more specifically.
It was very lonely. I was by no means very mask whatever. Like my mom dressed me, but I was very adamant about wearing what I wanted to wear. So I was always in like sportswear-ish, but it was nothing like too super boyish-ish. I don't know how to say. Like it's still like light colors, girly colors.
I get what you mean.
It didn't bother me because I love like light colors too and like pastel whatever. I didn't care, you know. But and I always had braided long hair, but still somehow everyone always would ask me, are you a girl or a boy? I was literally so clearly a girl. Like, I don't understand. I never understood. It was something about my mannerism. I don't know. I was very artistic back then. So, you know, for example, when I walked, I never moved my arms when I walked. I never noticed that, but I was told that. I never smiled, which I guess is masculine or whatever the fuck. I don't know, man. I didn't smile. I don't know why. I had a resting. I was very serious as a child, like very serious.
I had a resting bitch face as well.
Yeah,
I was also serious.
I was
like,
so
really serious in high school, and I used to be scared like to not follow the rules. And until I left, and I realized how stupid everything was. Like we used to get in so much trouble for. Remember one day my friend's tie wasn't like properly on because we have uniforms, okay? And then she got like in so much trouble for not having a tie all the way up to the top over here, like flipping suffocating her.
But ties are for boys.
We wore ties. We wore ties as well.
What? Perversion. You know, hets. They think ties are for boys. I don't know. They're so confused.
You wore ties as well.
I
Everyone wore
know.
ties.
I know. Everybody
Yes.
does in those schools. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay. That's that.
Oh wait, there was
As a film. Go
just
ahead.
one thing I vividly remember. I was like in gym class, and I have like very few memories of childhood for some reason. You know, because of how I remember things. I don't. So like this one time in gym class, I was wearing my usual like, you know, sports kind of pants, like Adidas or whatever, Nike, I don't know, whatever. And I had like, you know, like the strings
Yeah.
were like, I think I never tied them because I didn't need to, and then they were just like dangling there, and you could see where this is going. But then these motherfuckers, these degenerates, these 8-year-old degenerates were like, oh look, that's her D word. Yeah, look, she wants to be a boy. Look, yeah, I'm so serious. It was that bad. They were that fucking sick in the head, and
What?
that's
Guys,
why I'm so serious.
I didn't even know what that was when I was younger. I thought men had the same genitalia we had.
Right? Yeah. No, they were.
I seriously didn't realize until like 15. Okay, carry on.
Oh, I was in a very fucked up neighborhood where the children were very hypersexual. Like, I'm so serious. I was super innocent. Like, I didn't know anything about nothing back then. And they already talking about fucking and, like, showing each other's genitals in the bathrooms. And, like, it was sickening. Like, it was so fucking traumatizing. And it contributed to the loneliness. Because I was like, what the fuck kind of sick-ass hellish planet did I land on? Like, I was out of my mind depressed. I can't even, like...
No, I know, I get you.
It was
I
horrible.
get you.
It was horrible, yeah.
No, I completely get you. Like, the depression back then, as long as, like, not even being so unsure of yourself and the world and your own opinions and values and whatever, you know, even though you have your own values, obviously, but being influenced by other people's opinions and them berating you for that.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
And then we go, I
Very
feel bad for
traumatic.
all our younger selves.
Me
Folks,
too.
We gotta
I wanna hug
we gotta
us.
do better for them.
Yes.
Anyway, we gotta do better for us. Okay. We've been yapping a lot for that one section.
That's
I
good.
feel like we should.
It's important.
Yes, I feel like that's true. That's true. I feel like we should move on to the next
All right.
part. Which is
boom, friendships
see.
with non-lesbians, as I
non-
call them.
okay. Yes,
The
it could be
others.
on the default. Yes, we are
Yeah.
the default.
The blueprint. Period.
Yeah. Okay. I've already mentioned this and touched upon it.
Yeah.
A lot of my loneliness stemmed from actually having. I feel like for me, it would have. Oh. Okay, no, I'm like lying, but personally, it would have been a bit better to have completely het friends than have bi-het friends. I know it's like, okay, no, they were both worse.
No, I get it.
Don't get me wrong. But I feel like having bi-het friends, you just really understand how different it is. Because if I didn't have them back then, I would have still had this image in my mind that they are our allies. So having, like, realizing when I'm young and just in high school how they're not, and also how they contribute to our oppression, how it's not the same experience, even though there's so many more of them than there are of us. It just, like, really, like, broke me, and that just made me feel even more lonely. Because at least with het women, it was like, okay, well, I know you don't feel the same, but it's like, I didn't know how bi-het women were. So that was, like, I had, like, this image in my head that would have been amazing, but it's kind of like, that shattered.
That's good. You need to
alright.
shatter the delusions in your head.
They're not delusions, even though they are. It's just, you know,
Potential
I had never
delusions.
met them anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, like,
So I can't have delusions of. It would be delusions if I met them and still thought they were good.
well, it's like a potential delusion that you think, oh, they exist. They have to exist. No, they don't. Like,
Me being hopeful, okay?
Yeah,
You just say
hopeful.
hopeful. Delusion is so mean.
hopeful or hopeful? I heard hopeful.
Hopeful. No, hopeful.
Hey, Kitty, what about you?
I mean, I'm at a point where I refuse to be friends with anyone that's not a lesbian because I find it's a lot lonelier to be around them than if you're just on your own or just talking to it who you can online that are actually lesbians. Because it's hard to relate because as soon as they start talking about how they see life, you see how different it is. They're talking about such a set pathway in life with, oh, I need to go to school, I have kids, so I need to get married by so-and-so date. And then their little pettiness in their relationships and friendships is tiring to listen to.
Definitely. Okay.
That's it.
I agree with that. But also, I feel like it was freeing as well to know that that wasn't going to be my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like, yeah, just like a little thing. Because I felt really like free when I realized, oh, well, I don't need to fit into this. Basically, I'm from a religious household, so I was also kind of like, my life had already been planned for me.
Yeah.
And I never wanted that. But now it's like, I had a legitimate, obviously, even before I was like, I'm never going to do it.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But I didn't have like a legitimate reason. I'll put that in quotation marks. You know, like, this is like
totally,
my biological being, bro. Like,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah. It is freeing, yeah. It's like you know it, but it's not quite fully understood or integrated yet until it is, and then it's like boom, enlightenment.
Yes. And Pumpy, talk about your friendships with women, also like men as well, because I wasn't friends with the guys when I was younger, and I'm not friends. I haven't actually had any guy friends, so
I was mostly friends with guys growing up, like as a kid. Wait, there's degenerates in my hallway. Okay. So yeah, I was mostly friends with guys, but like I didn't even want to be friends with them, but it just happened because we kind of vibed and had the same activities that we liked, interests, yeah. But to be honest, I knew deep down that was never true friendship. There was no real closeness. It's impossible. I think men are just not capable of that. Like, they're not. Maybe gay men, okay, but I've never had gay men really growing up. Or I don't like attract gay men. They're not interested in me because I'm a tomboy. I don't know. Like, they're not into. I guess they have this.
Either into being friends with het women.
Yeah.
Or if
lesbian. Yeah. The femme lesbians.
Yeah, but even then, I haven't actually seen any femmes and gay men. So I can't say that that's something that's.
I guess maybe I'm just thinking maybe they have this idea that we can't be friends because lesbians hate men and I'm a gay man, like they're gonna hate me and my love interest. I don't know. Maybe that's what they think.
But don't like some hate women as well.
That's okay. I mean, valid. No.
You can't say that on main. Okay. Also, I remember. You know what that reminded me of? Modern Family, and how Cam and Mitch, the two gay guys on the show, they used to complain about lesbians a lot.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. They literally would. So basically, every time there was an episode with lesbians, like, lesbians would do something differently that they would do, and then at the end of the episode, be like, this is why I hate lesbians.
Right?
You know?
Wow.
It'd be like a joke thing. But still, it very much showed like the differences in our communities, but also how we couldn't accept each other. Because the thing is, in the show, the lesbians would be really judgmental of the guys.
Yeah.
I don't really know why. Or they would be more aggressive and angry.
Yeah.
That's
how
I remember that blonde woman. Yeah, that's true. And then obviously the men would be more flamboyant and caring.
Yeah.
Like, we couldn't be caring.
Yeah,
it was really weird to watch it, gonna be real. Because there was one couple and they had their kid and they were with Cam and Mitch and it was kind of like a play date episode. Whatever.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, that was a weird episode in my opinion. I didn't I didn't like how it could have been a good episode about our allyship with each other and the bonds we have with each other and obviously our unique experiences. Because in the end, they are our only other allies, and even then, it's very
potentially they could be.
That's the thing. It might not reflect in everyday life, but they could be our allies basically. If anyone is gonna be, it's gonna be them.
It's gonna be them.
But then
I could see it.
Yeah, it just frustrated me that it just showed so much diversion in that episode, everything that we hate about each other. It's like, what?
Yeah.
What? I know that in the 80s and 70s. KITTI probably know more about this, but there was the gay male community. What I mean, guys, she's not that old. What I mean is just that
I know.
she's into that history stuff.
Yeah. Nerd.
But okay. Shut up. But they would exclude lesbians from their activism and stuff.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
the
Kitty,
het
go
women?
ahead. I don't know that much. No, the gay men.
I mean, it's been a while since I read into it, but that was a big complaint. And that's also why a lot of lesbians joined, like, the women's movement, because they didn't really feel included with the gay rights activist movement. A lot of them outright hated lesbians, or they had zero interest, they didn't want them in their spaces, or they were rough and the women didn't feel safe around them, even though they were gay. So it wasn't until, like, the AIDS crisis where the community kind of had to reconnect.
Oh, definitely, because lesbians were the one helping them.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
allegedly. I don't think they were actually lesbians. Most of them were probably
No,
fake.
but,
No,
but I
of
think,
course
like,
not.
the ones that were,
Yeah.
they were. You know what
they
I mean?
were. There was that were. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm still gonna say it was
Yeah.
us, because it was us.
Okay,
You know.
that, I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know.
No. I get what you mean. But also, like, they were there as well. They were
They
so,
would be.
they were so,
Yeah.
it was so rare anyways, that it's like, yeah, we still are. I don't want to say we, like, I was there, but you know what I mean.
I was there. Mm-hmm. You were there too.
I
Wait.
threw the stone, I threw the brick at Stonewall. Yeah.
Exactly. Of
I
course.
threw the first brick.
I saw you. Yeah. I was there.
Yeah.
Rewriting history. Oh yeah, I didn't talk
They do it
about
all the time.
well my
okay.
female friendships or whatever
yes.
lack thereof.
Yes.
No, that wasn't good. No, honestly, maybe this is too unsafe for YouTube, but we'll see. I
What?
guess I don't know. For me, girls were kind of. I guess it's not a typical experience, but girls were always more creepy to me than most
Huh.
boys. Yeah,
No,
I'm
I
so
think
serious.
I don't even think that it is uncommon,
yeah,
but I do understand where you're coming from because of the fact that they don't think that they're being creepy.
yeah. No, they
And that's
don't.
why
Yeah.
they're so more open about being weird.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
because we're both girls and stuff. But
Yeah.
it's kind of like, but it's different.
And I was so
And they
I
don't
was
seem to
too
understand.
yeah, because I was too innocent. I couldn't see it. Like if a man is being creepy, you kind of pick up on that immediately. Like you can still
If
give
they're
him
man.
the benefit of the doubt, but at the end of the day, you know he's being a creep, and it's just like, okay, sir, like bye. But when it's a girl or a woman, it's like, nah, come on, like it's a woman. Like women are not creepy. Like I'm not creepy. How could another woman be creepy to me? Like, you know, it's like a lot of like gaslighting yourself. But no,
It's
honestly,
not talked about either.
What?
It's not talked about either.
yeah, and nobody talks about it, exactly. But yeah, no, they're definitely predatory, and they were predatory to me at a time where I didn't even know who I quite was yet, but they could still pick up
Yeah.
on it from me, and they knew, and then they try to take advantage of that, and it's like, you can't process it because you don't know. So yeah, that was
Ah.
wasn't good. And the
It's
only
even harder.
yeah, but the only friendships I had with women that were not creepy, but well, there was not much there, so it had to end eventually. They were nice and all, but it's kind of like you can't help feeling alienated. Like they don't like you.
They alienate you and they're predatory towards you. Also, when you were saying that, you weren't as tomboyish when you were younger, but I feel like this just relates
I
to
couldn't
everyday
be.
scenarios. Yeah, but when like straight women, bi-het women, or like, especially towards tomboys and butchers, creeps towards them, basically perverts or
Yeah.
whatever, it's like not taken seriously, and it's not even like the butchers or tomboys won't be able to fight back against it. Well, they can, but you know what I mean. Like they might be afraid to because of the fact that they will be labelled as a creep
Yeah,
instead.
yeah. It's
Because
yeah.
they're the ones that everybody compares to men the most, even though it's
Right.
bi-het women who act like men the most. But yeah,
It's so twisted.
carry on.
Just this world is so
Yeah.
upside down. Yeah, there's nothing you can do because you look like the creep because you're different, and that's it. That's it. End of story.
Definitely.
It's disgusting. Even if it's happening to you, like the predation or whatever, they're the ones being creepy, but it doesn't matter. You're the creep. You shouldn't have dressed that way. Literally, like what they say to rape victims. Like what? You shouldn't have dressed that way. You shouldn't have attracted her with your hotness. Like, oh, okay, excuse me. Sorry. What?
Yeah, no, I get you. And I feel like this is a general experience, but like when I was younger as well, I felt like more. This is the thing, I felt more of a creep towards girls when I was younger, and back in high school and stuff like that, obviously. But also, for example, when I talk about like butch women to my friends, I don't feel like a creep then because it's not them.
Yeah.
You know? But if I talk about like attraction to a feminine woman, I can't even express it. I feel really weird about it. Because it's like, I know that they're probably not thinking it, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just so weird because, like, for example, if a man started talking about like attraction to women in front of like a woman,
Yeah.
I don't know, you'd see that as creepy. I'm sorry, I just see everything men do as creepy anyways. You know what I mean?
Cancelled.
Yeah. But I just like when I was younger and I used to express more attraction to feminine women when I was younger as well. I still do have attraction towards feminine women, but obviously as I've seen the world.
Yeah, I see you on that.
Shut up, Kitty.
Yeah.
You
You gotta know your options.
Right?
Some of us have no options. Okay.
You
No.
But yeah, I definitely felt like weirder when I was younger about saying that to my friends because it's just like they're feminine and they're probably like, oh, what if she has one of me?
Yeah, you know they're thinking it.
I know, and it just really like made me feel uneasy. That's the thing, like even when I came out, even if they were like trying to make me feel comfortable, which they didn't really do often, but I know that they didn't really accept me either because of the fact that I was religious back then as well, so I planned on staying celibate for the rest of my life. So it's like they knew that because they're also religious.
Oh.
But like the minute I used to think like, oh, but I want a girlfriend, I used to feel so bad first of all. So I definitely had like internalized homophobia, but also like I couldn't say that to them that I want one.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, okay, well, guess what? You can control it, and also because the religion, literally Islam, literally teaches to be homophobic.
Literally.
If you believe in some, if you're like, well, it's not, or like you don't believe that gay people are bad or whatever, it's kind of like, well, you're just deluding yourself into thinking that the religion doesn't say that when it does.
It literally does. So.
Basically. Anyway. Yeah. So,
Kitty.
yeah. Kitty,
Yes.
go ahead.
Say something. Participate.
I feel like I wanna. Yeah. No, but I just wanna,
Yeah, go on. Go on.
I wanna see like the difference between like femmes and tomboys and their friendships with het women, because you guys talk about how you could never be friends with like a het woman again.
Yeah.
And while I would never be able to, right now at least, I have friends from high school who I've been with friends for so long, and like they accept me for that part of myself, even though I don't really share my struggles with being a lesbian because I know I have you guys and other lesbian friends. But when I tried to share that with when I was younger, it was really bad because I was so desperate for like
Yeah.
just being accepted. I would literally tell anyone my problems. It was not good, and also I needed to learn to like shut up and not share stuff like that. They wouldn't, because I was just getting my heart broken in the process because they would just not know how to respond to it, and I would just feel so frustrated. But I don't know, did you guys, because you guys weren't open when you were younger, were you? Like you didn't come out to any friends.
Nope.
Is what I'm wondering.
Not intentionally. My face said otherwise when I got interrogated by some high school friends, and I was completely rejected. Yeah, I was interrogated, and I was completely rejected silently from them. Luckily, where at least it didn't spread through school like wildfire, because all my schools had a reputation of bullying any gay kids to the death.
Damn.
So,
That's some American shit.
Right? But especially because it's like 2010s for you guys.
True.
Like,
yeah.
that's when it was like gay was an insult. Like, it still is. Don't get me wrong, but there's much more of that. Well, it's not wrong to be. Well, it's queer now. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's just like the same. It's same homophobia. It's just in different
Colors.
forms.
Yeah.
Right.
Kitty. You weren't. I feel like you weren't done. Let her talk. This girl, she don't talk if you don't let her.
Sorry, I'm just trying to ask questions to like prompt you
Prompt
guys
her,
in case you have nothing to
I
say.
know.
Hey, leave me alone.
No, not you.
Oh,
I'm just generally saying. Like,
to who
you have
else?
to, like,
It's only
probe
her.
her. Sorry. You know,
Don't say that.
probing. Talk.
Okay, go ahead, Kitty.
No, but like it was leading up, and like I already didn't want to be around them anyways because they were big into like the teenage games of like Truth or Dare. Because we were bored teenagers, we didn't have money, we just hung out at the park, a kid's park. There's nothing there for us. There's nothing. So they would be asking like inappropriate questions, and one question would always come up because they're obsessed with their ego. It's like, oh, if you were gay, would you be attracted to me? And they would start hinting and mumbling like at you, like mouthing that you say no, like that's the correct answer. It was creepy.
I get you. Because before I came out, I actually felt so like claustrophobic.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just used to feel like I was choking like every single time I talked to them because it's just like it just wasn't me, you know. So that's why I had to come out straight away. But I get why it would have been really hard if you hadn't, you know. And it's just like you're hiding that part of yourself.
You're putting on an act, and that's exhausting.
I guess that's why it was an advantage for me to hide from myself, because then I didn't know. I just knew that I wasn't like the others. I didn't know quite how, but they knew, I guess. But they were super mega het, so yeah, it wasn't like there was no creepy games like that, like with KITTI's teenage head. But still, at some point, they start getting interested in boys, and you're like, yeah, you're a defect. Bye. Like, I couldn't help it. I just couldn't help it. Like, you are not my equal. We're not the same. Get the fuck out of my life. And that's it. Period.
It's much easier in childhood where it's innocent. And they would talk about other things. It would be just your interests and hobbies. Because, like, I used to grow up and, like, I had a guy set of friends, and we would play rough tackle football and video games. But I always knew I wasn't quite like them because at the end of the day, you were still a girl in their eyes. So they would treat you differently until they start hitting puberty and they become creeps. So you don't want to be around them.
So fucked up.
Or they start calling you a bitch out of nowhere.
Damn!
Also, I want to ask you guys, did you guys ever have a situation where, like, a guy friend liked you?
I think so.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe KITTI maybe had one, or...
Hey, what about me? I was hot. I mean...
No.
I just feel like you wouldn't have... I don't know.
There was this one
I don't know why I didn't think you would.
This one creep, he was a misogynist, like, big time. But then, I guess I put him in his place because he became my friend. Because, like, he was weird and I was weird, so, you know. And we started, like, we would play games together, like, you know, like, not chess, but, like, board games, kind of.
Like, what, 12?
What? No, this was kind of high school, but yeah, no, we were in the chess club, you know, stuff like nerd stuff. But I like the, like, strategy games, like the Go, the Chinese Go board game. I loved that. I was obsessed. So, and I was
always wanted to play that.
Huh?
I always wanted to play that.
Yes, it's fun, and I would always beat him somehow because I'm a genius in it. And he would get so mad, like, oh, how could a female beat me? And he started being creepy. He straight up, like, I'm not gonna go into details, but like, I'm fine. Okay. You know, I'm always okay. I'm always safe. I always manifest that. But he started getting creepy, and I was like, oh, you were degenerate. Oh, I thought you were cool. Like, you're not like the other boys. Like, you're cool. Like, we could, you know.
You're not like the other boys.
Literally, and then I got my eyes open. Like, oh, you're a creep, actually. And okay, bye. And then he tried to apologize. I'm like, nah, you're fucked.
They always do.
Nah, you're done. And that was it. Other than that, no, my other guy friends, they were alright. Like, just, you know, I mean, there's nothing there. There's no depth. It's just cool to hang out for fun, like, play outside. But that's it.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that, like, it's probably just, like, passing time with them. And, like, entertainment, you know, but nothing more.
KITTI.
Go ahead, KITTI.
Oh, and that's why I had, like, my friends' group of girls on the side, because when you're hanging with these dudes, like, they would have their own problems, and they would create all this drama, but they always did it with this angry, macho way, where they can't actually express their feelings. And it's and you see what's wrong with hets. So, like, you grow up watching sitting there and bored in the summer watching your mom's game shows on TVs, and they're obsessed with competing and hating each other. That makes you feel more lonely. It's like, I'm glad I'm not part of that shit. Yeah.
It's so alienating to see how they hate each other over nothing. Like, all the wars, all the genocides, everything. It's always fucking hets being insane and killing each other for what? You're literally the same fucking shit in this different toilet. Like, literally, you're the same shit. Like, please, look at yourselves. Like, look at the state of y'all. Like, you're the same.
So funny. They're the same shit in a different toilet.
Yeah, it was a funny thing they used to say back a few years ago on the internet. Like,
oh my god, Dylan.
No, like, literally.
That's so funny.
Y'all the same. Oh, you prefer wearing red instead of yellow? Let's kill you. Like, that's literally how they are. Like, they're sick.
You're right.
It's so alienating to see how they are and how they operate. Like, they're insane.
Right?
It's not cute.
It's not. It's not
cute. When animals do it, like, you know those little okay, don't look at me like that. Okay, y'all can't see, but we're on camera with each other. So you know those little
I'm making faces.
You know those little parrots? Those which ones? Like those the cute fluffy ones. Anyways, they're racist because I'm so serious. If they see if they're together in groups,
what's cute about that? You're just blinded by their tininess.
I know, I am.
Fluffy nose. You're just blinded by that. Okay,
cute,
don't even.
Like, basically,
don't finish that argument.
Yeah, if they're in a group together and they see another group of parrot, it just takes like their head being a different color for them to try and fight each other. It's cute because they're parrots, but it's not cute when people do it. Like, what the
Pim, it was never cute in Paris today. I don't know what world you're living in.
What? You know I have a soft spot for birds. I can't. Like,
I know you do.
Manipulated to the death, or to the bone. Valid struggles. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like we've been on that for a bit, and if you guys have anything else to add about that,
no, I just wanted to state that I'm also done trying to make friends with het women, or bi het women, whatever. I have one het friend. But she's much older than me. She's like twice my age, so she's cool, you know. I don't talk to her much about my struggles, but we have other topics that we, other interests that we share, so it's cool. And she's never weird, because probably she's more mature now, and she has a boyfriend. Yeah. He's a older gentleman, but well, like, he's cool. Like, he's an older gentleman. Like, he's really chill, and he's not creepy, and it's just like, oh, okay, that's your life, and that's fine. You're not, they don't talk like those hets do when you're younger, and they talk to you about the details of the disgusting, degenerate sex acts that they do. I don't know. That's my experience. They always talk to me about that shit. Like, they want to sexually harass me. They can't do it physically, so they choose that route instead. I'm so serious.
Why? No, you're right.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Okay,
describe that in detail, but she's not like that. She's an adult. She's a respectable woman, and it's like, okay, that if I'm gonna have a het friend, it's gonna be like older, respectable women. Like, so yeah.
I feel like for me, there's a lot of het women that are like that. They're not really gross and stuff. Especially if it's a friend you have. I feel like you are more likely to be able to just, because there's other favorable qualities about them, you know. So yeah, that's all I got to add about that, because I feel like I could never get to the same depth ever again with het women. But that's not to say that I couldn't be like casual friends.
Yeah, casual.
In my opinion, for me personally, like, I've had opportunities where it's like, it's fine. As long as they don't talk about their man too much, like, I'm chill.
As long as they're not attracted to me, which is very difficult. But yeah.
Of course, Pumpy, because everybody is.
Yeah, everybody is. Everyone wants this. So that's another challenge. Okay. But yeah.
Being too hot, guys. Pretty privilege isn't a thing. We just confirmed it here. Being hot has its challenges.
It's literally does. Kitty, tell her. It was so hard to keep you off of me. Okay, no.
That's a false rumor.
Kitty needs to defend herself against these untrue allegations.
No, they're true. Oh, they're true.
Okay.
No. I like to remind everyone that she sat on me and kicked me.
Whoa. Okay, we need to clear this shit up. But first, on to the next topic. Failed friendships.
Okay.
Me and Kitty.
Yes. Shut up.
Okay, infighting.
This is not
So
a
do I have
failed
to-
friendship.
Do I have to choose a side now?
Oh?
Dumb. Do I have to choose a side now?
Yes, and
It's like a
you're
divorce.
choosing my side because I like femmes.
Oh,
She doesn't
okay.
like femmes. Okay.
Hey,
she does.
I like
Then you-
No, she
butches.
does.
No, I like butches. So really, femmes are like butch for butch gay best friends. So we're the only ones that
that's true.
Not all
understand.
femmes are
That's
into
true
bitches,
because
though.
you can both. That's true. Okay,
It's not even
guys,
true.
come
She
on.
likes femmes. Okay, failed friendships,
That's true.
infighting, and divergence.
And
Yes.
yes, but by failed friendships, you mean failed friendships with other lesbians?
Yeah. More specific.
So for me personally, I haven't had as much feel like to the extent like my co-hosts have had. But basically, I did try to make a few friends. Tumblr was mainly my spot, like talking to people. Mind you, I have actually no clue how I even did that and got the courage. Clearly, I was desperate, so I needed to talk to every single lesbian I could find on the internet who seemed cool and message them.
So
yeah.
brave.
Yeah. Okay, but I could never do that now. I'm gonna be so real, guys. I'd feel so nervous. I don't even know how I did it with Pumpy because she seemed so like aggressive on her blog, but I like that. I was like, she's so like stern about her opinions. I feel like she would back me up, you know?
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
Oh.
But anyways, I'm straying a bit away from the convo. Failed friendships. I did have a few who I tried to talk to. I feel like where the disconnect was, whenever I used to try to talk about our personal struggles, and these were gold stars.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, these were gold stars. Yeah. Whenever I tried to talk about like personal struggles, I don't know. I just feel like our personalities are too different, which can contribute to like it just not working out. And I felt like I was putting a bit too much effort in, and they weren't giving that back to me. So yeah, normally it's like. Okay, well, this sounds kind of mean, but normally it's like the lonely ones that will talk to you a lot.
Aw,
You know?
yeah.
I say that as a fellow
Yeah.
lonely person. Like, I was lonely back then, you know? So it's like I was willing to put in that effort. But if you have people in your life, I understand why you wouldn't put that much effort into an online friendship.
yeah.
You know, but they are just as valuable as, you know,
Yeah.
real life friendships.
They are.
Obviously. So yeah, for me personally, it was just like difference of personalities and just not as much enthusiasm for like making the friends or like making the community, you know? Because for me, it's like I wanted like a solid community of friends I could rely on and who could rely on me. So yeah, but I haven't had any huge fights or anything. Even though I did get kicked out of the server, but that was because of
Ah,
that wasn't because of my friends, but it was kind of like linked to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys go ahead and tell me. Oh wait, infighting, but we'll get to that later. But you guys talk to me about failed friendships and the like. Go ahead.
Kitty.
I mean, I don't know. It's not like I've had like outright like failed friendships with our lesbians that were like dramatic, where like I was really a target. It's more like drifting apart in a difference in values, and
Yeah.
it's just something I'm still processing yet. Confusion and trying to understand. I just feel like lesbians as a whole, a lot of times, are way too quick to end friendships or turn against one another over petty things when they know the other person's not that way. Like, they're not reading the intention behind what someone's saying, or they're too obsessed with political ideologies like rad femmes that a perfect lesbian using the wrong terms turns them away from even getting to know you.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. And also, I feel like we might put each other on a pedestal as well, because it's like you expect
Yeah.
each other to know better, and then then in turn you'll expect each other to be perfect. And it's kind of like, oh, well, you don't agree with me with this thing? Well, you're not actually a lesbian. Or like they'll make up some insane thing about you. Because in the end, we do have a lot of trust issues.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
But to be honest, making friends with other lesbians, I'm not gonna say I didn't think like that myself, not to the extent that others do, but it was still like a bit. Oh, you don't share the same opinion with me on this thing. I used to be a bit not like skeptical or think that they're not a lesbian. It just used to be a bit weird for me because I guess in my head I thought the friendship would be perfect because my whole time in high school, especially, or like when I was first figuring out the spaces, was like once I make a lesbian friend, like everything will be perfect.
Right.
And kind of like it's like obviously it's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be a lot better. And especially if you talk out your issues and stuff, it'll be great. You know. So yeah, that's that. But I did fix up on the issue pretty quickly when I realized. So yeah, you guys go ahead.
Yeah. For me, it was the lack of willingness to be vulnerable with each other, stemming from obviously the trust issues, which I feel like I attract people with trust issues because there's something in me, like people have they trust me like immediately.
And you're really opening and like inviting
Yes.
energy.
Right. But then with some time they realize that, oh shit, like, okay, this one is actually open, and that creeps them out because they don't want to open up too much. They're scared and
Also,
Scary.
it's terrifying. So then they turn it against me, like I'm the issue. I'm somehow creepy for being too open and willing and like vulnerable. Like, no, fuck you. Like they shut down on me and then they kick me out. And they find any excuse.
so
Yeah, go on.
you think that they feel that when you, because you're so open and inviting and like they can trust you, or they're like surprised when it's like, oh, you have your own issues as well.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. I feel like, I guess people don't realize, they think I'm just open like that, like randomly. I don't know. They don't realize the amount of fucking work it takes to remain open in this traumatic ass world. It's like decades, like every moment you have to work to remain open because every heartbreak has the potential to close you up forever if you just let it.
That's true.
And then so I guess they don't, they come to me, I have my arms open, they throw themselves at me, and then they're like, oh shit, ew, she has her own issues. I thought it was gonna be easy and she was perfect or whatever. Like, surely an open person like that, it has to be perfect. I don't know. So
Yeah. No, you're right.
I guess they get disappointed.
That's what they would think.
Probably, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. But also, I don't know. I feel like they know that I can see deeper in them, and they don't like that either. It's always an issue. It's always been something growing up that people don't like that about me.
Oh wait, have you like with some of your failed friendships, like have you like called them out on like where they might be participating in their own like suffering or whatever, and they didn't like that?
Yeah, not too much because it's to each their own journey to take, I guess. But yeah, because when you do that, then people think you're psychoanalyzing me, whatever, cry, okay. And then they get mad and they get
Okay, yeah, I
defensive.
am.
Yeah, I am. Because you're a fucking open book.
I literally am. It's like
Period. No, yeah, they hate
But
it.
friends are supposed to do
Yeah.
that. They're supposed to help you
Right?
see other perspectives or see your
Yeah,
flaws.
and to perceive who
yeah,
you
that's
are.
what good friends
And
do.
beyond your flaws
Yes.
also. But yeah. But then, like Kitty said, like the pettiness, like, of just staying stuck at like what you both mentioned, like if someone is less than perfect, then yeah, that's it, we're done. Instead of focusing on big picture and allowing ourselves the space, to be imperfect and to heal with each other and together and to grow. No, it's like, oh, you have issues of you're a human being? Fuck off.
God forbid.
God forbid a
God
woman
forbid.
does anything.
That's the funniest thing. That's the funniest thing because don't like non-lesbians expect. Well, they don't really expect anything of it. They demonize us straight
Yeah.
away. But then at the same time, it's like other lesbians expect us all to be perfect. So it's then, like, isn't that like a form of demonization?
Yeah.
Because you're gonna demonize them if they make any little mistake.
It is.
It's like,
They're
what?
looking
Yeah, they
for
look
it.
for it, yeah.
A
Yeah.
reason to hate
It's
us.
true, yeah.
Maybe they're so used to like conflict as well that it's like they're searching out for it, even if it's subconsciously or like they don't actually, they're not realizing that they are searching for a problem in someone.
it's subconscious,
Especially if that person is like actually trying to build community and build friendships and be open and help each other, whatever, help each other grow, then it's like, oh, I've never experienced this before. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I guess
And then like they'll shut them out.
maybe they're just not meant to find that in this lifetime. I don't know, because I mean, if there is one lifetime where it's time to find this, it's now. Like, out of everything, with everything going on in this world, it's now or never, bitch. Like, fucking wake up or perish. I don't know what to tell you, but like, Kitty, are you raising
Everyone
your hand?
can
your
grow.
paw?
So
Oh,
Yeah.
Kitty's been raising
Go
her
ahead.
paw. Okay.
But then I feel like the reason for why there's so much failed friendships and communities because most lesbians are joining these spaces and they're just looking for
Yeah,
a partner. They just want a girlfriend.
And then they
don't
fuck off.
want friendships or they just seek lesbians for, you know, comfort of like, oh, the pain of coming out or breakup, which is understandable, but it just
Yeah.
stops there.
They don't want to.
They don't make time.
Yeah, they
for
don't want to put in the
friendships.
work and make time to actually build something. They just want it immediately. It's disgusting. That's it. I just had to say it. It's so fucking disgusting. It's like I don't. It's like I feel it in my throat. Like I want to vomit. Like it's so
get you.
gross how they expect you to build everything for them, to build the space, and then they come into the space and fucking ostracize you. Like, ew, what the fuck is that? Like, ugh. Yeah.
yeah.
No,
In the end, though, I still have a lot of grace for
yeah.
even those kind of
Yeah,
lesbians,
yeah.
just because I just know we can do better, and I know that they will eventually. You have so much time to grow. It'll happen.
That's sweet.
Yes.
Yeah,
And-
I feel like
yeah.
probably with everything going on in the world, we're gonna get pushed towards that. Like we'll have to have more grace for each other.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's gonna be important. There's so much to say on this topic, but yeah.
I was just gonna go on one, but like we should probably move on to because we have another
Yeah.
section as well, and this is quite long already.
Okay.
But just want to say, do you guys have anything
Yeah.
else to say about infighting specifically and failed friendships and divergence?
I don't know.
I think.
I
Well,
feel like there's what Kitty was saying about the whole focusing on like struggles and stuff, but then not being willing to like actually try and
Right.
change that. You know, I feel like that's a huge problem as well
yep.
because it's gonna take time and effort,
Yeah.
and that's what they don't want to invest
They're lazy.
their effort in.
They would rather
Basically,
fucking participate in this hell world, this het matrix, whatever, than actually build something that
you and your wordplay.
hey, you know, that they would rather do that than actually work to create something aligned with who we are. But no, I see them out here fucking having head jobs, head lifestyles, and by that I mean like they're so, how do you say, like they're part of the world, they're of the world when this world is not for us. It's very how do you, deranged. I
You
don't know.
worded it good. You worded it
Oh,
good.
period. Thank you.
Yeah, I felt that. I was like,
You felt it. Cute. Yeah, no, you can't be of this world. This world doesn't want you. Stop trying to fit where you don't, like a fucking stupid low IQ toddler trying to forcefully fit a puzzle piece into where it doesn't belong. You know, like a caveman. I don't know, like stop it. Like
You're right.
you don't fit in. Just stop trying. You don't, and that's a good thing that you don't fit in this hell world. That's what.
Why would you
Why
wanna?
would you wanna? Yeah.
Right.
It's liberating
Yeah.
to know that you don't fit in this shithole.
It's lonely, but it's also
Yeah.
liberating. Like you gotta realize there's pros to
Hey,
it.
Jesus
because
was
then
lonely.
we can build something. You need to stop bringing Jesus into it.
I'm kidding. This is not a Christian podcast. But
It's not, but she mentions Jesus.
no,
a
I
lot.
don't. This is the first time. What?
You do? No, not in the podcast.
Oh.
In like when we're talking anyways.
Jesus is an icon. Okay. If he or she or they existed. That's it. We're done. The Americans are coming for us.
Next, guys, next.
Okay. Wait.
Don't say
Was
that
I
Jesus
done?
is Middle Eastern either.
People say that. Yeah, people say that.
Don't say that. The Americans are gonna come for
Yeah,
you.
I know, right? He's supposed.
I'm coming.
Wait. What do Americans think Jesus is? They think he's a white boy from England. Like, what the fuck?
They do because they don't even like Middle Easterns or Arabs anyways.
True.
No,
Damn.
he's from Cali.
Oh yeah,
That's why he's
totally.
got long hair.
Yeah.
They think, oh, what do you call it, guys? What is gonna be like the end times for
The
Christians?
apocalypse. Armageddon.
Yeah, but the day-
Armageddon? The battle.
Like Muslims have the Day of Judgment, so what do they
The
have?
day of judgment.
Okay, they think that that's gonna happen. Like the big sign is gonna happen in America.
They think that.
Yeah, but if thing goes to shit, something's gonna happen in
It
America,
could.
not the rest of the world. Why America?
It could because.
Why is it gonna be in America
Because they
though?
need to be humbled. So. You know how that would play out.
Anyways, next. Okay, we should go on to the next
Blue
topic.
Deep. Okay, next. You need to Google that. It's so funny. Okay. Yeah, I think we're done with this topic. Well, not done, but like for now, for
Yes.
today. Okay. Ooh. Next. Now, how we met.
Okay.
Plus
Yes, it's gonna be a
bonus.
little fun. Yo. Okay.
Hey.
Woo, 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 woo.
I'll start first because you guys have a lot to say about like meeting up and stuff. Well, let's see. Pumpy, I met on Tumblr. Yes, it's basically I saw her Tumblr a lot, and I thought she was cool,
Yeah.
and she was really like energetic,
Oh.
but also she was like to the point. She was like,
Mhm.
and I was like, okay, get it. I like that some of the gold stars made me feel intimidated because I knew that they would accept me, and then I would have them on my side. I always thought I was like,
Hey.
yeah. Anyway, so I messaged you. I'm not gonna message you specifically. I'm not gonna lie. I just thought like, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
And then I sounded like a desperate creep.
No.
No.
That's all in your head.
I'm joking, guys. But I was a bit
sounded
desperate in my like comment. Yeah. And then she was like super nice, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? Anyway, so
Oh, what the
basically,
fuck?
fast forward a bit. Fast forward a bit. We didn't talk for like a good 10 months, but
Yeah.
basically, for me, I wasn't able to like fully get comfortable at the beginning, because I have this thing with friendships. I know it's a problem, and I'm unlearning it. So guys, I'm not even like this as much anymore. But I used to have a thing with like, if my friend, especially if like I'm beginning a friendship, if my friend thinks a specific thing, and I feel like I'm gonna be judged, or I don't know her that well, I'll just agree.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, yeah, I totally
No.
agree, even when I don't.
No.
I know that's bad. So I guess I kind of felt like that with Pumpy because I didn't know her that well. Even though she was super opening, that this is just me, you know,
Yeah,
like as a person. Anyway, so I stopped talking for like, it kind of like died out the conversation. 10 months later, I like messaged her again because I was feeling lonely.
Aww.
Cute. Good. That's good for
I was
me.
like, oh, yes. I was like, oh, I wonder if she's still there. Oh, also, no, I remember why I specifically did. You know that one Tumblr user, Vivian Lam?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you don't understand how confused she used to make me feel. She used to make me feel bad.
Oh.
Because, you know how, like, she's like, oh, well, if you experience sexual
sexy
attraction,
evil,
you're like the
whatever.
worst person.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, basically that. And I used to
Yeah.
feel, and she's also a
Yeah.
lesbian, so that's why I was like, is she right? Like, am I the worst person alive?
I wonder if she's my ex.
No.
Maybe she's my ex. No, I don't think so.
Oh my god. And basically, Pumpy was always spiritual. Like, he always used to mention stuff like that when we first began talking. So I thought, if I'm gonna mention this or ask anyone about this, I'll ask her.
Oh, I'm like the shaman of the community.
I'm gonna kill you.
Ooh, kinky. Okay.
Just shut the fuck up.
Demonetized.
YouTube, please. Oh, Lord.
Oh, we forgot to. Okay, well, yeah, and then after that we started talking more. I feel like it was much more easier because I didn't feel the need to like be as closed
Yeah.
up. Yeah, then we kept on talking, and the way I met Kitty was through Pumpy because she every time we used to talk, or like every time Pumpy was busy because she's chronically online and all she does is text.
Whoa.
I'm a socialite. Okay.
A social butterfly.
Yeah.
Rip, that it's only online. RIP. Anyways, because every time you like we weren't talking, it was like, oh, I'm someone called us Kitty, and I used to be like, who's
that? Who's that? What? Who?
Okay.
You're jealous?
I was like, what?
Oh, I didn't know you were jealous like that.
No, I wasn't.
Oh.
I wasn't
Okay,
jealous
okay,
when you were talking about Kitty. I would used to be jealous if you talked about other minis. I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean other minis?
Mini kitty.
Oh no.
Kitty isn't a mini.
I
Stop it.
know. You're a mini. Minis are the baby lesbians.
Yes.
Ish. Baby to me, because I'm old, I guess. Can't believe I'm old now.
I was gonna be like, I'm not a baby like that. I didn't just realize.
No, yeah, not like that. Just like younger.
Yeah. And then Kitty, and then, I don't know, I think some people like, yeah, I'll give you her contact or whatever.
Yay.
Or she'll give my contact to her. And then Kitty started texting me. I felt nervous about that, as I do.
No.
But Kitty was nice and open.
I told you should be sweet.
Yes, but for me, Pumpy and Kitty are really different. And I don't know what I expected. Maybe I expected her to be the same. So when Kitty was she was still like in my cheerful and like open and stuff, which is what both of them are similar. Like you know, even if Kitty is closed off, which she was at the beginning, like it can still make it seem like you can talk about your issues. You know what I mean?
Oh yes.
That's what I mean. Like if she isn't open about one issue, she's like, but she's still creating that space for you. Yes. Okay. So yeah, then I started talking to them more, and then we created a group chat, and then we just went back to a Discord server we had. And honestly, when we first called like all of us, I felt really weird with the dynamic because I didn't know what to.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I remember that conversation
because I was so mean.
Benta. Yes. I was like, what the flip? I've not seen this side of her.
Oh.
Anyways, yeah, but like the banter, I guess I was like, oh okay.
The butch
because
banter.
I didn't.
it's all in good spirit though.
I thought Kitty was a femme as well when I first met her. No,
hey,
Kitty, this was only
that's
because
how you said what I said.
Kitty, this is only because you expressed interest to other butchers. So I just I just immediately thought,
that's femme
oppression. Yes.
Can you say much? You're into femmes, okay? Maybe you should be into butchers.
What? I can't. I'm sorry. Femmes are hot.
Hey, let's not become the heads. We love each other.
We're just joking, guys. But yeah, honestly, these two, they're amazing, and they make me feel really loved. But no, like that's these guys. If anything, they told me what true friendship is. You know?
Oh,
like,
gay.
I know that I can be myself. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
We love Talele as she is.
It's a blessing.
I know I can be open about my problems, and you guys can be open with me.
Yes.
And also, not to feel judgment, because I'll be saying some weird shit sometimes, but also you guys be saying weird shit. Basically, I'm surprised that. I always felt weird about making friends when I was younger. I never thought I'd be able to get really close with someone.
Me too.
Was that just me?
No, me too.
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay. But like when I dated with you guys, I was like, okay, well, especially when we did our first call. Oh, I was nervous for that. I was like, I don't know what to say. Yes, but honestly, you guys make me super happy, and I want to spend my life with you.
I say yes.
I said yes too.
Thank God.
Demonetized. No, okay.
But yeah, you guys say your experiences, because I've already said with meeting you guys, so you guys talk about meeting each other and how you know.
I'm gonna talk about how I met Mimi Talele. Oh
yeah, your POV.
Really? I was joking because you said everything. Okay.
I know, but I still want to know what you thought.
I thought you were lovely.
Just
I remember I used to call you Orange Choco.
Orange Chucky.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because she loved orange and chocolate or whatever.
Yeah, orange chocolate.
Yeah, that's so cute.
I still do.
Oh, you still do? Okay, slay. So,
write that down.
Yeah, right. So yeah, it was cute. I thought you were a little white girl though at first. I don't know. Just I think because orange chocolate, that is such a white girl thing. I don't know. No, don't cry.
You know that lots of Asian people love Stacy people like orange chocolate. Like it's like a fun. It's like a household favorite.
Really?
Like what are you saying?
Oh damn! I'm
Yes. Oh wait. I have this experience when I asked this one Tumblr user what her ethnicity was, because I always wanted to know like ethnicities of the gold stars, because I wanted to know if like it wasn't just white, basically.
yeah, of course.
And I remember I asked, and then Pumpy was like, yeah, I was anonymous, by the way. Pumpy was like, to reply to that post. I didn't ask Pumpy, I asked someone else, but she was like, yeah, I wouldn't answer that either. Like, it's kind of weird. What if it's like a middle-aged old white man with a perm? And I'm like,
What?
Yeah, I remember that post. This person was asking that. Wait, it was you? Oh!
yes.
Oh
no, I feel wow to this day.
Oh wait, you don't need to.
I'm so sorry. I just thought the way it was written, I thought it was some kind of creep trying to find out what our ethnicities were. I don't know. I was like,
I was genuinely curious. Wow.
You see, this is what trust issues do to a motherfucker. Stop! I feel so unhinged. Damn, I'm sorry.
You are.
Wow. Okay.
It's fine.
I hope you didn't take me too seriously, because people take me so seriously online. It's insane.
That's because I didn't know you, so
I guess.
I kind of was like, oh, damn.
But
So, you know what? You add that keyboard smash to every single thing you say.
I do.
So
Oh, I should. You mean? Okay, I should.
yeah, you do.
I
you
do.
After everything, even the most serious thing, you'll be like, LMFAO, Lamau, lol.
Exactly, and people still take me seriously. Like that one joke I made about the vegan stuff. How if you're not vegan, you're basically a degenerate, and you're gonna get left behind in your new the golden age. And then they threatened to shoot me. These Americans. I'm so serious.
I'm sorry, the keyboards. Oh no, that's funny.
It's funny, right?
Never mind.
It's hilarious. Straight up
It
trying
is.
to shoot me. They said, if you step foot
anyways,
in America, I'm gonna shoot you. Like, damn, okay. Meat eater. This is what meat does to a motherfucker. Okay.
Kitty, did you hear? Did your dad used to say that
No.
about the gun thing?
Wait, what?
Like, I'm gonna shoot you if you come over. Didn't she have a moment like
Who?
that? Your dad.
Her dad.
Yeah, because they have.
No, that was my grandma and uncle.
Oh, damn.
Damn. Okay.
They're so...
Other
Your
side of
grandma?
family.
Your grandmama?
Yeah.
I can imagine.
That's
I
how
can
they
imagine.
were.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can
I'm
imagine.
telling you. That was like
Okay.
my first real intimate contact with Americans, and I was like, oh.
Why did you say intimate?
Because, like, yeah, more, not physically intimate, just like in,
I know.
in the space.
It still sounds funny. Yeah.
I'm such a clown.
Okay.
No, yeah, okay. My experience, yeah, meeting you guys. Yeah, it was fun. I liked you from the beginning. I was like, yeah, new friend. Meow. And that was cool. And I was a bit sad when you left. I was like, she's just like the others. They all leave.
Oh, no. She came back.
But she did come back. Yeah, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then KITTI.
Yeah.
At first, okay.
Just say it, girl.
You remember,
At
don't
first,
you?
I thought she was some kind of fucking leathery bull dyke on a motorcycle or some shit, like a fat
A 50-year-old.
50-year-old fat bellied bull dyke or some shit.
She describes herself as
That was
a
like whipping women or something you said? Like, what?
Wait, what? Wait, what? She said what?
Tell her.
Did you say that to her face? Like
She
whipping.
She thought I was some kind of like 50-year-old leather bull dyke on some bike.
Like a BDSM.
First of all,
That would beat women.
Yeah, sorry.
I just like leather, but not in that sense at all.
I didn't know.
What gave you that image?
Because
What gave you that impression?
her blood was all these older butch women on motorcycles and shit. And
They were just in a shop. They weren't even no leather dykes or anything in BDSM about.
I don't know, man. That's what you see on
that was back in her. That was back in a butch-phobic phase.
My butch-phobic phase. Slay. No, because I thought that because of that's what you see on TV, like the L word and shit, right? And like,
I get what you
yeah,
mean.
so that was my only
like unless you're involved in that,
exactly.
or like you like a butch femme or whatever, I get why the only image you would see is like those weird BDSM ones.
Right, yeah. So
ahead,
that's
though.
the idea that I had. You see, even we have our how do you say, like, stereotypes towards other lesbians.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then
We didn't have that.
okay, well, I'm not attracted to them at all, so I never did my research.
Oh, we know.
We know. You tell us constantly.
Okay, but this is to prove. You see, none of that stopped me from getting to know Kitty as a person, because you can't let that stop you. Period. And then somehow I'm still labeled as some kind of fucking villain in everyone's story, even though I'm literally the coolest person alive.
You act stupid sometimes.
Yeah, and I'm not allowed to? Damn. Everybody acts stupid. I feel like
Yes, I really.
I think it's coming from my mommy issues. I was never allowed to be silly. So I think maybe other
same.
people can see that and they're like, why is this bitch being silly? She's not allowed to. Her mama doesn't want her to be silly.
Because you're older as well.
Yeah, true.
I feel like people will just definitely stereotype you negatively because of that.
That's
And it's
their
like,
loss.
you're just genuine. You're authentic.
Thank you. Yeah, so that was my
Yeah.
first impression of Kitty, but I still, just talking to her, I was like, oh, she's cute. She likes cats. We bonded over that. I prefer birds, but cats are really cool too. I wouldn't say prefer. I'm just saying, like, back then I was like super more into birds, but then Kitty made me love cats way more also.
The chubby
kitties, and she is a chubby kitty. So yeah, and then
Chubby kitties are the best.
she's literally the best. And I just getting to know her immediately, I could see that she was super genuine.
Genuine.
People in America say genuine. I don't know why. Genuine, whatever. Yes,
we
you
don't.
do.
Genuine.
I swear to God, you guys do. Okay, anyways, or maybe it's Canada.
Maybe some of them.
I don't know. I need to Google this.
Maybe you know what, they have like 50 states in
True.
America.
Okay, but anyways, she was
51
shut up.
soon.
I'm gonna
shut
find
up.
you. I know exactly where you are. I have your Google location on my phone. Booking a plane right now. Okay. Anyways,
Yes, please.
so yeah, and I immediately liked Kitty. She was very authentic and open, and like she was willing. She was the only one willing to be like vulnerable and to actually build something. I could see she was struggling a lot, and that brought us closer because she gets it. She has real issues, real problems in the real world. What's that song? I always forget. The Paramore song.
I got 99 problems.
And Kitty ain't one.
No.
No. I'm forgetting the beat, but whatever. Yeah. And Kitty was the only one with Burb that I remained friends with from that server that failed.
I didn't even know Burb was even in that server.
But she wasn't very active because she wasn't feeling included, and they didn't make her feel included. So
No.
yeah.
I get that. Even if they made me feel included, I'd still feel awkward because there's a lot of people.
Also, yeah, too many.
That's
people.
just how I am. Yeah. But
Oh yeah, go on.
Oh yes. Now you guys. Okay. No, I feel like you guys would have got along anyways because you were both like cute. You were both, and you're also into like cute
We love
stuff
cute
and like
stuff.
being. I was like, you guys would have got along obviously perfectly, and you did.
The world needs more cuteness, honestly. If anything,
We
it
do.
needs more than
Yes.
anything. It needs cuteness.
Right?
Period.
Right?
Tell
Okay.
us, Kitty.
Onto the most important thing, how you guys met up.
She didn't tell how she met me. What was your impression?
And
of me?
Talele.
And
Yes.
Talele.
Okay, that's interesting.
I'll
Oh,
start
yes.
with Talele. So, Talele, I was really excited because Pumpy would hype up and talk about how cool she is despite being younger and like the
Sorry.
damn. Because no, and it was really cool because it's like I wasn't ready to connect with lesbians when I was younger at all.
Oh, right, yeah.
And like all these other younger lesbians, they're stuck going through the queer crowd, the rad femmes. It's a whole process. And Talele sped run that shit. So I was excited to see who this woman was.
I did.
And it was really cool because I could see right away meeting Talele that she was open and had a lot to share. And I like that because it's hard to be around people who don't talk much. That when somebody's open and has a lot to share, it's easier to fill the silence and just connect right away.
Yeah, I do have a problem with saying too much. But that helped in this case.
That was perfect.
No, that helped. I normally aren't like too open right off the bat, especially if like, you know when you're around other introverted people, and because you're both introverts, it's like they're more introverted than you, so you are able to be the extrovert.
Yeah.
In that relationship.
Yeah.
With us, it's like, oh, okay, I can just like pretend I'm like super, because I am. You know, with like my friends, I am super like energetic, whatever. But if I'm not with people I know, I do tend to be really quiet.
Oh.
So, yeah. Yes, I love that. Okay. I can tell you have a lot to say about Pumpy, so go ahead.
I sent some little jelly beans. Talele, we love you here. Pumpy, how we met. Oh, so after I was still right in the cusp of figuring out what was going on because it's not like the political lesbians were open. I was just starting to find out, but I was feeling lonely, and I was trying to start a little community center basically for lesbians, but I need to start making connections for help because you can't do it alone. So I jumped on Tumblr, and I was going to start looking, but I didn't totally know. And I just happened to come across this one blog, and they were saying, like, they're quitting Tumblr, they want to focus on themselves, they already have connections in these other lesbian servers. So it's like one of the first time I messaged anyone on there, and I reached out, and one of those servers was Pumpy server.
Pump server!
So, who did you contact to get involved in that server?
I'll tell you that later.
Okay.
Secret person.
Go ahead.
And right away, Pumpy responded, and it felt different from any other connections because I normally find it's hard to open up and socially connect with people. And it felt like I knew Pumpy for a lifetime already. Like, there was a lot to learn yet, but it just felt like so natural and ready to open up and talk about personal stuff right away. And I love that.
On people.
Not to brag.
It's a blessing and a curse. Yep. Okay. Go on, sorry.
But yeah, it was like that with both you and Talele. That we could just be our authentic selves. We didn't have to pretend. We didn't have to be, like, super serious. We could just be clowns and have fun. And things weren't always taken seriously that are obviously just jokes. Mm-hmm. We didn't villainize one another.
Beautiful.
Yay.
But that was almost 2 years ago.
Stop.
Are you really?
March?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait, guys, you should actually, if you have, like, something saying when you met or, like, when you first talk to each other, like, and then celebrate that friendship anniversary together.
We have, we do.
Oh,
It's kind of gay, but she made me remember the date, like a petty ass wife.
I love that.
It's
March 11th, guys. That is
apparently
so beautiful.
I can't remember it, but yeah. I remember every detail of it. Yes.
You know what I'm gonna do? Let me type in March 11th and see what else happened on that day. Go ahead, guys. Though, how did you guys meet? No, in real life. So basically, recently, both of these guys they met up
in real life
without me because they fucking hate me.
You wanted you there, but you weren't there.
Hey, don't act like it's my fault. You know I couldn't.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, go ahead.
actually went and did something. Kitty came to see me in Canada. Yeah, I'm saying it. That's where I am. That's it. Doxed.
Canada is so huge, anyways, girl. You're not gonna get dogs like that. Unlike me.
I know, right? I wanted her to have an authentic Canadian experience, but immediately when we met, I picked her up at the airport, and I was scared I was gonna be weird or awkward or something. And I know how she can be sometimes, like awkward and shy, and she told me. But then I immediately took it upon myself to just make her feel safe and like open. So I was dancing at the airport by my car.
Oh, that is so cute.
I was dancing and like waving to her, woo woo, and she was so cute. I remember she was like dragging her little suitcase. It was adorable. And then I took her to get some proper Canadian hot chocolate, proper. And she literally said it was my favorite cafe. She said it was the best. No, you say it. You say it. You say it.
Pumpy told me to say it's the best.
No, you idiot. Say it. How? I'm gonna kill you. She said it herself. This is the best hot chocolate.
I need to try a really good hot chocolate.
You need to come here. I'll take you to my cafe.
Please do.
And Pumpy will tell you it's the best hot chocolate.
I never had.
Then you'll believe.
I never had that. Their hot chocolate. I usually just take a mocha with caramel. Because I'm a city girl, yeah. One time I tried their apple cinnamon thing. It was disgusting. It was too much. Anyways, besides the point, yeah. And then, yeah, we spent 11 days together till I come back.
We did.
Okay. And it was really cool. We did everything that I wanted her to do, like all the Canadian activities. Except the one thing, but we'll do it next year. Yeah, we went ice skating. Oh, okay. Yeah, we should wrap this up. Yeah, okay. Yes. We went ice skating. We went snowboarding. We went
for the first time.
Yeah,
I love that.
We did everything. It was really fun. One thing, I did want to go to the forest together, like to walk. We didn't have time, and I got sick. Anyways, it was amazing. Like,
that's another thing.
And we actually got to meet. Like, it was amazing. Like, that's what we need, and it really felt right. Like, that's what life should be.
Yeah. Some questions. So like you were together and everything, and you already said how that felt. So what did you learn from that experience? Basically, you can't live without each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Pretty much, it showed like that just because it started online. This has been the closest I've ever been to anyone, including my own family, and that like. Because friendships always get undervalued. Governments don't make it easy for you to connect with like your chosen family, even though it's much more of a family than most people's family dynamics.
Definitely.
But I definitely learned that like if you put in the effort, you can take something from online and somebody being across the whole country in another country. You can do something.
You have to.
You'll make it work if you value it.
Yes. I learned that. I mean, I already knew that our lifestyle right now is so fucking unnatural, and it's literally made to make us weaker and vulnerable in an evil way, like in an exploitable way.
Yeah.
And we're nothing. We're just fucking cogs to these people. We're just slaves. And we're not going to make it alone. We need each other 100%. And that's it. There is no, like, negotiation on this. It has to be done. We need to be together physically in the same space. And that's the end of it. And I'm ready to do whatever it takes.
Yay! So that was like the final push.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's it.
I love that.
We need to talk about this another day more. But yeah, for now.
Yes. But it's been a long session, and it was super fun to talk to you guys about just this topic and everything. Yeah, so this, you can go into the last slide.
Yes. us. I think it's the bye-bye slide. Girl, bye.
No.
Girl, bye.
For now.
Bye.
For now. But yes, I'm excited for everyone to watch this, and also whoever watches it to give their own opinions. But thank you, Kitty, for joining us.
I feel like we didn't talk much.
Thanks for having me.
It's nice.
No, Kitty talked a
She
lot.
did? I always feel like she
For
did.
as much as for as much as like Kitty talks, you know what I mean? Like, not everyone's gonna talk at the
She's
same
a cat
amount
of
all
a
the time.
few
But I feel
words.
like
You're right. Yeah.
no, I feel like we just talk way
Yeah,
more.
we do. Hence the LezzYapp. Yap talk.
Yeah, when the Kitty talks, Kitty has a lot to say. I feel like when she does get talking, she can say a lot. But then, yeah,
Ooh.
I love that for us. I like how different we all are, but how we
Me
complement
too.
each other.
We've been on this for so long that it's dark now outside.
Right? This has been
It's
like nearly
fun,
2
not
hours.
me.
We didn't expect this. Because I expected this to last like maybe like 45
Me
minutes.
too.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been super fun,
Yeah, I guess
and thank you, Kitty,
We
for
have a
joining
lot to
us.
say. Yeah, thank you, Kitty. I know you were stressed at first, but you see, it's just like a convo with
Yes.
friends. It's cool. Woo!
And you did amazing. And
Ah,
yes,
thank
I got
you.
all the insight you offered.
Thank you.
Okay, so until next time,
Yes.
I'm your host, Lily, and
The co-host, Pim Pum. The co-host.
I said host. Both
the
hosts.
host,
Um,
Pim Pum.
yes. Wow! How dare you?
Hosty.
What do you mean? What do you mean host? What do you mean like the proper?
No,
Ah,
no,
alright,
I mean
here
like,
you go.
oh, okay. We're both the hosts.
I'm joking. Yes. Okay. Well, that's it for now, guys.
Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah.